Hey friends, welcome back to Watavue Mountain. You guessed it, we are not at the mountain today. We're going in the morning though, so this is kind of an impromptu product review, if you will. If any of you have been following along, which probably isn't many, at the tiny cabin that we're building, we don't have air conditioning yet. We're in the south. We live in Georgia, we're building in Alabama. It's been a consistent 100 degrees here, probably the last 4 or 5 days. We're about to head up to the mountain. So, because we don't have an air conditioner yet, I decided to go ahead and purchase this bad boy, the IcyBreeze V2 Pro. They make a bigger one. We decided to go with the V2 Pro. So let's crack this thing open. We'll talk a little bit about it as we go and see what we got on the inside. So thanks for coming. Thanks for checking us out. Enough of me rambling. Let's get this bad boy cracked open. See what we got. All right, let's check her out. Let's see, quick start guide. Just talks about the more ice you put in it, the better. You gotta add some water in the bottom because that's how it circulates, which I guess will make sense once we look inside there. Fully charge the battery ahead of time. You can use blocks of ice or frozen water bottles. So that's that. Here's some of the features. Can run on continuous power, no freon. It's got a flexible hose, 3-speed fan, blows up to 25 miles an hour. Polyurethane construction. Here's the dimensions and the weights. The dry weight's 18 pounds, not too bad. Here's all the different accessories, and we'll talk about some of those and what we got and why we got them. And there they are from Grapevine, Texas. So. And then a code to get $10 off your purchase of the Buddy portable misting fan if you want one of those. So there you go. I have to say, pretty impressive packaging on the inside. So we ordered a couple extra things because the battery lives were not fantastic. I think it says, let me see if it says in here, the 6 amp hour battery lasts up to 4 hours. A 10 amp hour battery lasts up to 7 hours. So, which would probably get you through the night at the mini cabin. But because we have portable power and we have real power at the mountain, I went ahead and ordered this, which is just a wall plug. So we can just go ahead and plug this in. This plugs into the top of the cooler. The IcyBreeze that you'll see here once we get this thing unpacked. So we have continuous power and we're not relying on just the battery. But I just like how it's set up, that whatever accessories you get, they kind of built it in. So they're all just sitting right here on top and you're not searching for all of your other accessories that you ordered. Let's see, this is the charger. So they threw this in for free, the charger for the battery. And then here's the 6 amp hour battery, if I can get it open. 6 amp hour battery. So of course it says make sure you fully charge this before you try to use it. So again, one of the reasons why I'm doing this today instead of once we get to the mountain is because I want to get this thing charged up and I'm going to get this thing full of ice before we get up there. So there's all that. So those are the accessories we bought, and I can't remember offhand. I think that the power cord was like 30 or 40 bucks. The battery was again 30 or 40 bucks. So we'll kind of talk about it at the end when we talk about the pros and cons. Then you lift that up. Pretty nice little thing. Let's see what's in here. Oh, one more thing hidden inside there. What is that? Another 12-volt charger. Oh, that's the standard charger that comes with it. I forgot about this guy. So if you're camping, boondocking, whatever, and you have a cigarette lighter in your vehicle, then you can also plug that in to the cigarette lighter, plug that in to the end of the IcyBreeze, and you can run it off of your vehicle. So, and then there's the IcyBreeze. So let me move the camera back. We'll set this back up on the table and we'll see what we got. So out of the box, here's the hose. Here's the outlet. I haven't read the instructions, so we'll see how that comes up and comes out. Let's see what we got inside. Okay. So more protective packaging. A good job of packaging it up. Here's your motor. And now these hoses are for a circulating pump. So if you look inside here, you can see right over here, there's a little inlet for that water. And it mentions there's a line in here, a fill line in the bottom. I'd say it's probably an inch or so, maybe an inch and a half, but you have to fill this thing up with water because that water circulates through here, through this condenser, I guess it is. I'm not exactly sure what this thing's called. And then that's what circulates that cool air, and then it spits it back out down here, so you keep circulating cool air. The great thing is you can use it as a cooler. You can put some drinks or whatever in here. We're just gonna fill it up with ice and hope for the best. Now let's see if we can figure out this top to figure out if this moves. I don't think it does. This looks like that's stuck there. I don't know why we have the flexible hose. Maybe I should read the instructions. Oh, we'll just keep messing with it and we'll figure it out. So there you go. And of course they make extension hoses so you can get this closer to wherever you're going. But that's it right now. I mean, pretty straightforward. All your controls are right here on the top. As you can see, here's your fan speed. You got off, you got low, medium, and high. So you got your power port, and they also sell a remote control if you want to control it remotely, which is great. Battery goes here, and yeah, that's it. Again, pretty straightforward. You can leave that hooked on there. If you got this close enough, you can use these directional vents. Seems pretty well sturdy, pretty sturdy. It's got some wheels so you can roll it. You don't have to carry it. You can roll it there. Here's your plug. Tighten drain before use, it says. Let's smack that bad boy in there, and that's it for here. The rest we're gonna do at the mountain. So I'm gonna get this thing loaded up with some ice, and we'll talk about the power functions. I'll get the battery charged. We'll look a little bit at the battery, and then see how it compares, I guess, the speed, if there's any difference between the 6 amp hour battery and when we have it plugged in. So let's get this thing loaded up. Let's get up to Watavue Mountain and let's run it through its paces. Back in suburbia, I threw 4 bags of ice in this bad boy. And you see some are completely solid. Well, that's better now. I can take that plastic off of there. So 4 bags of ice, a couple drinks. I'm gonna just pour a little water in here just to make sure we have enough water that it's gonna circulate. And I can see it down in there, so I know it's over the 1 inch that is required. And this has been sitting up here all day, so I'm pretty sure we're already good. So the thermometer is reading about 84 right now. It's about 8 o'clock at night, so let's turn this on low.
Low? It's hot as Hades.
Now this is running off the battery. I don't have it plugged in. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Oh, we gotta close that window over there too, don't forget.
Alright, hold on now. Low. There's medium. Let's see if it kicks on. Okay. So it's got a little delay. When you switch from low to medium, there's a little delay. But clearly, I mean, that's cold air coming out of there. And then let's go to high. Same thing. It pauses. Come on. Come on now. Well, maybe there's no high. There's no high with the battery. Now, this battery's been charging for probably 36 hours. So I know we got plenty of juice, and that thing's blowing good. So there's low. Okay. Oh, well, maybe that's high. That sounds higher. I'm not sure. They don't really make it real super clear. That's blowing out pretty good right there. So I think with this 6 amp hour battery, we get 2.5 hours of high. So, I mean, that'd be great if you're at the park or you're doing, you know, a short trip. But for us, we're going for like 12 hours of coolness, right? I mean, that's clearly, that's pretty cold right there. So I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna disconnect the battery. Well, maybe. Oh, no, okay, I was going backwards. That's high. All right, high. So as I roll the thing to the right, the further you go, the higher it gets, right? So here's the controller. You can see we're on high. That's gonna be medium. It's gonna pause for a second. That's medium. This is gonna be low. Okay, and then off. So I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna pull this battery off. Then I'm gonna plug this plug in. All right, so this input is for the remote control, which we did not purchase. This inlet is for power port. So we're gonna plug that in. Then I'm gonna plug it in right here, and we're running off the EcoFlow Delta Pro. And then I'm gonna turn that bad boy on and see what happens. All right, a little slow start. So what do you think? Y'all think we should do medium?
Yes.
High? Low?
Medium at least.
All right, let's try medium.
It's hot as Hades in here.
It is. It's super hot in here. Let's go look at the thermometer and see what it is.
I'm gonna go turn that off. I mean, let that window down.
So, right now, we're at 86 degrees. You see, 86 degrees. And I think it's 8 o'clock at night. So you can hear that thing running. It's not exactly quiet. It's not as loud as the generator, but it's still pretty good. So we're gonna leave that hooked up to EcoFlow Delta all night long and see where we get from here. We're gonna close all the windows, all the doors, and we're gonna see what temperature we get down to in the morning. So get a good night's rest. Let's see where we're at in the morning. So how did we do overnight? That's the $1,000,000 question, right? As you can see, we set the IcyBreeze up on this tote to get it up a little bit more so that it would blow right onto the bed. Unfortunately, it didn't do anything. I mean, it blew cold air. Don't get me wrong, it blew cold air. But if you got more than, I don't know, 2 feet away, you couldn't feel it. So laying down, we couldn't really feel it. I hung the thermometer on the wall over there to see if it would change the temperature at all, and it really didn't. Mother Nature did a little bit. It came down from 88 to 80. Now we're at 80, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So not much relief more than a couple feet away. And then come on in close, Sean, and see. At 3:30 this morning,
You can't really see.
this is what we had. Hot water. That was it. That was 4 7-pound bags of ice that we had put in there. And at 3 o'clock this morning, I got up because all I could hear it running, and it was just literally warm air coming out. So we turned it on about 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. And I mean, who knows when it actually ran out of ice and when it actually got warm. But at 3 o'clock this morning, all the ice was melted and it was warm water in there. So I think for us now, again, if you're going to sit right in front of this thing, maybe at the beach or at a park or something like that, maybe, but I don't think it's for us. So hopefully we can get a refund because it was 400 and something bucks. But we'll see. So that's how it went. I'm like I said, for us, it's a no-go. It's not going to work for us because it literally did not cool us down at all last night, and unless you're right here. If you're right here, holding your shirt out, you're getting cool. But if you move any further away, you're not getting cool. And we're in a controlled environment. There's no wind in here. There's no fans blowing. We had a little fan, just try to help circulate that cool air. But I think if you're outside, you're really going to be hosed. So I would not recommend this as much as I want to because it's made in the USA. It's pretty durable. I like the packaging. Everything looked good. Easy instructions. I can't recommend this. And hopefully I'll send an update and let you know later if we're able to get a refund, because clearly we're still at the mountain and I haven't reached out to them yet. So that's it. So that's the IcyBreeze V2. Thanks for coming. Thanks for checking us out. I hope this helps you make a decision in the future, whether you want to buy one of these or not. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But we're always trying to do something, whether it's here at the mountain, doing projects back in suburbia, or doing reviews like this. So if you like what we're doing, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon. Of course, if you look up this way, we'll have YouTube post a new video, something that you might like. It's probably another review if you're watching this review video, but I let them pick. So thanks for coming. Thanks for checking us out. Till next time, be safe, and God bless.